Well, we always hear heart-touching stories from families around the Tri-States where the community just gathers together and kind of helps one another, and this is definitely one of them. Stephanie Peter joins us this morning. Thank you so much for joining us, and you're here to talk about Forever Kelton.
Yes.
Explain a little bit about your story, first of all.
Basically, last year I had a little boy born on April 18th, and we had done several tests, you know, your typical blood test, your sonograms, 3D sonograms, and he showed out to be perfect, a healthy little boy, growing just fine. I had preeclampsia. They took him C-section, and right away he stopped breathing, so they had to put the breathing tube down him and send him off to St. Louis right away. And by the time I got down there, they did all kinds of crazy tests and found out that he had a rare genetic disease, as you would call it, called trisomy 13. Basically, you have a normal human being has 46 chromosomes in your body, 2 of each number, and trisomy, obviously 3. He had 3 number 13s throughout his whole entire body, and inside he had all kinds of things messed up. Brain was fused together, and there's really nothing you could do. A normal trisomy 13 baby doesn't even make it to be born, so we had to unfortunately make that decision to take him off all his machines and let him go.
And now you're coming up on the 1 year. This would be his first birthday, and you guys are doing a huge birthday celebration. But your older daughter's kind of helped with this.
Yes, Victoria, she is a great little artist, and when I was in labor, she made this beautiful poster that said Forever Kelton for me, and brought it to the hospital and everything. And we did take that down to St. Louis with us and decorated Kelton's room. And when it was time for everybody to come say goodbye to him, she had found some money on the ground and said, picked it up and brought it. And she's like, you know, I want to do something for Kelton. Let's start a memorial fund. Here's my first money. And so I had her give it to Chris, and she's like, well, what are we going to name it? And she looked at her poster, and there was Forever Kelton. So she named it. She started it. So.
And now, April 19th, you guys have a golf tournament coming up and a birthday bash. Explain a little bit about those.
The golf tournament will be at Spring Lake Country Club. It starts, registration starts at 11, and tee-off time is at noon. You can find golf registration forms on the Forever Kelton on Facebook, and there's some at some of our sponsors. You can find that information also on Facebook. The gymnastic party will be from 6:30 to 9:30 that Friday night on the 19th, and at Quincy Gymnastics Center. And for any kid, you don't have to pre-register, just bring your child. There's going to be food and birthday cake, anything that you would have in a normal birthday party. County Market has done so much for us for that. And on Saturday is the poker run. TNT has thrown us a huge poker run going through various stops throughout Adams County and even into Warsaw, and starts at 10, you have to be out by noon, and the last stop's at the dock, and I do believe they just booked a band, so you can have a nice little good time for the adults also.
Now, in the beginning of our interview, I talked about community. What does it mean to see everybody get together?
It's, you know, we haven't really had to, I guess, come up and say anything to a lot of businesses. People from, just people we don't even know have come up to us and say, what can we do for you? You know, what can we do to help this out? And it's just, it's amazing. Our friends, you know, they've stepped up. You know, that's how we've got the poker run. That's how we've got County Market, and just people that don't even know us. They're like, what can we do? What can we do? So it's you know, this is a heartbreaking situation, but it's also, it makes you smile a little bit on the inside too.
Thank you very much, Stephanie, for coming on and sharing your story. Again, April 19th and 20th, KHQA is a proud sponsor of both of these events, all 3 of the events actually. So if you would, if you'd like more information, you can find it on our website.
All right, we are joined now with Tiffany Frericks, who is here talking about something very interesting. A few years ago, if you don't know Tiffany and her cause, Caden's Carnival, it's named after your son. Briefly tell us what Caden's Carnival is all about.
Caden's Carnival is a fundraiser that we do every October, and we raise money for the congenital diaphragmatic hernia birth defect research at St. Louis Children's Hospital.
And Caden was your son.
And Caden was my son, and he was diagnosed with CDH at 23 weeks, and he lived for 12 days, and then unfortunately was unable to overcome his complications, and he passed away. So we've done this in honor of his memory and in ways to, a way to create awareness for this birth defect, which is definitely needed, as well as research, which is a definite need.
Definitely needed, and you've turned such a family tragedy into something so positive. last October at Caden's Carnival, a documentary crew was there.
Yes.
That documentary is ready to go.
It is ready to go, and we are very excited about that. It's a 6-part series where they are covering different families that are treated or have been treated at St. Louis Children's Hospital, and one of those families was a family that had a CDH baby there. So Dr. Brad Warner, who was Caden's doctor, is featured in the documentary, and he was able to come to the carnival last year, which we were very excited to have him there. And the documentary crew followed him and came and covered the carnival. So they're going to be featuring CDH and the carnival, and it's going to be, we're just incredibly excited. It's such a great way to spread awareness.
Absolutely. And right now it's only going to be seen in St. Louis.
Right now only in St. Louis, but we're hoping that perhaps it'll get picked up.
You can pull some strings or something.
Yeah,
have you seen any of it yet? Or
I have not seen any of it.
So you're going to see it?
We are going to see it. We've been invited to the premiere, which is the 12th, so we'll be heading to that. And yeah, we're just really excited. St. Louis Children's is just such an amazing hospital, and they do so much not only for CDH babies, but just for so many babies who are born with a variety of complications. And they've done so much for the people in this area, which is why we, you know, send all of our money there. And I don't know, we're just really excited about this.
How does it feel that you're able to help other families who have gone through something as tragic as your family has?
Obviously, it feels good. Yeah. You always try to find meaning in things when, you know, it kind of helps you cope. So it is a good feeling to know that perhaps the awareness we're creating and the research we're doing is helping people, babies not only survive, but helping people cope with those who don't.
Right. Tiffany, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Always good to see you, and thanks for the good work that you do.
Thank you.